I'm generally excited about today's video. Top of the morning, evening, night, or day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone's well and good. In today's video, we're going to be messing around a little bit with my skateboard over here. As you can see, it's got longboard trucks in it right now. We can tell by the reverse kingpin. Actually, that's how I tell. And basically, we're going to be swapping these out. I just really put these in here to test out the wheels and see how they roll. And as you can see, I should probably swap my bearings, but that day has not come yet. We're gonna take off these trucks here. Actually, it's easier if we take off the wheels first. It's a very simple job. I'm just gonna basically take off this bolt here. This bolt, this nut. I'm just gonna take off this nut here. The reason why we're removing the wheels is because my new trucks have arrived and we're gonna set these up. I'm gonna put everything on top of this paper so I don't lose anything. There's another washer there. There we go. I'm going to be transferring these into our new setup in case there's no washers available along with the wheels. So right now we're doing parts removal. That's what we're doing. I think messing around with your board is pretty easy once you get the hang of it, but improving it while messing around with it is not always easy. I am very experimental when it comes to my riding. I really like that surf feeling, and sometimes I feel like my experimentation makes my board worse, but we're going with this video series, or we're making this video series because I want to assemble the perfect boards for myself. So we're going to be assembling a skateboard, which is this deck here, and we're going to be assembling my longboard, which I think my longboard feels pretty good at the moment, but we're going to be doing some minor improvements on it anyway. I've removed the wheels. This is the last washer. And now I'm going to remove the trucks. This is pretty simple stuff, guys. Now the trucks arrived today, and I put these trucks in yesterday, so it's kind of making me regret putting the trucks in, but I was so curious to figure out how these wheels skated that I could not wait. Hence why we're having this extra step in today's video. Your boy refused to wait. It's actually a good thing that I put in these trucks here, because I found out that the riser pads that I wanted to use were a little bit too big, and we're gonna try out some different risers, and hopefully that'll make my experience a little bit smoother. Now the risers that I want are actually in my longboard, so we're gonna be disassembling that too at some point. Like today is a full-on mission day. You saw what I did there. I think I am going to be using these riser pads in my longboard, because I did feel the other day that my board was riding a little bit too low. Although I kind of enjoyed it, I would benefit from an extra centimeter, which is why these riser pads came in. They're a little bit thicker than the ones I have on my longboard right now. And I think if I trade them, my riding will benefit from it. We're gonna be unboxing my Venture trucks, which are the trucks that I chose to go on this skateboard. But we still haven't got around to it. We will soon, guys. Bear with me one moment. I think at this point, I got a bit of practice messing around with my boards, because I've had so many over the years. And that's actually a good thing here. It means that I can come from a place where I had enough fuck-ups to make something good. And when it comes to skateboarding, I fucked up a lot. So, based on those experiences, we're gonna try and build something amazing here. I went with Venture trucks because I remember this clearly. When I was assembling my first skateboard at the 42 skate shop, I was talking to my guy there, and he goes, "Oh, personally, I just ride indie trucks." And after having heard that, I tried to stay as far away as I could from indie trucks, just because I knew there was something there. That guy's got experience, and if I jumped straight into indie trucks, I wouldn't be able to appreciate what indie trucks were. So back then, I couldn't even afford the indie trucks, so I did buy the Crux trucks, and that's what I had. And I never really ended up riding that board much because it was too small. I ended up putting that board in my garage, and I grabbed a mindless longboard, a pintail, and I rode that board for ages until eventually that board got ran over, and that was the end of that. But I still really liked the trucks on that longboard, so I bought another one. And that second mindless longboard, these were the trucks that you see here. Those trucks belong to that board because I loved the carving sensation of the longboard. I was transitioning from a skateboard to a longboard, and the carving sensation was the thing that I appreciated the most in that transition. So these are the trucks that I used on my longboards for a long time because I really like how these trucks handle, but I've been realizing that they're a little bit heavy and they make my skating a little bit more difficult than it needs to be when it comes to my technical maneuvers. And I thought, oh no, what a shame. I really love these trucks. I upgraded my longboard trucks by putting my Crux trucks in there because they're lighter and they did solve the weight problem. But I tried to ride them here in my longboard, in my skateboard, and the wheelbase was so small that the carving ability of the board was huge and really strange to ride. So anyway, we're gonna open up the Venture trucks, which are over there in a package. And I'm super excited about this because people have been recommending indies to me left, right, and center. And I'm like, okay, maybe there is a validity as to why you guys are bringing up indies, all of you, but I want to try Ventures. So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited. One of the main reasons why I picked these trucks, it's because of the size and the reviews. So I was interested in 169 millimeters, and this was one of the trucks that I found available in that size. But also, I did a bit of research, and the research that I heard was very positive. Oh, these actually have wheel screws. That's so cool. Okay. So I decided to give these out a try because they had positive reviews, and I thought, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to lose. We actually have... Oh, yes, man. I like this guy. He sent me new screws for my board. If you're watching this, thank you for sending me these screws. Like this was something I was going to spend money on in the future. But thanks to you, I'm not. Anyway, these are the Venture trucks. I'm actually just gonna put them here. Oh yeah, that would be a good fit. Perfect. The wheel will end right at the edge of the board, which means that if I want to go into Primo, I could. Anyway, I just need to figure out how to go into Primo now. That's half of the battle one. Anyway, here we have the last truck. Now I did pick these out because they're not independents. They had good reviews. I really like how they look. They look very classic to me. And yeah, I like how they look. Anyway, these are the Deluxe Production Venture Truck All Polished 5.8s. I'm gonna grab my longboard now, and we're gonna remove those risers so we can put them on this board. Although, I just want to see if these are lower than my, yeah. These riser pads wouldn't be bad here, but we're gonna try this just because I had this idea before and I don't want to give up on my ideas. So we're gonna bring my longboard up in here and we're gonna disassemble that real quick. This is all for a reason. We're doing this so we can assemble the perfect board. And the perfect board apparently needs these pieces in order to be complete. Like at this point, this is my experimental dancer deck. Right, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing here in the back very well, but I'm doing exactly the same thing I did on my skateboard. I'm undoing the nut loose enough where I can use this tool here, and that makes removing the trucks a super smooth experience. I think at some point I will try indies just to see what all the hype is about. But for the time being, I'm gonna stay as far away as I can from the mainstream skating stuff, just because I really like exploring what else is out there. And by not going straight into indies, I actually decided that I didn't like skateboarding very much, and I found longboarding. And actually, I explained that badly. I love skateboarding, but I didn't like skateboarding my small deck very much. That's a better way to explain it. Like, skateboarding is one of the reasons why I'm alive. So, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that deck, is what I had. That's a better way of explaining it. Anyway, having gone through that journey was a good thing for me because it allowed me to learn things that I probably wouldn't never gotten into if I went from crux to indies and had a smooth experience right from the start. I probably might have not have gotten into longboard dancing or something like that. So I'm happy that things played out the way they did because I learned a lot of new things by going into the longboarding world, and that gave me a new perspective when I decided to get back into traditional skateboarding, because I have developed different tastes, and those tastes are what we are exploring right now together. So I hope you are learning new stuff, and yeah, that you improve the quality of your writing too by using the things that you learn here. I don't mean with me specifically, although I would be proud if I taught you skateboarding stuff. I'm talking about YouTube in general. I think this is an amazing resource for us skateboarders to learn and grow together. And I think I'm actually doing this up, distracted by my talking. Anyway, As I was saying, YouTube is an amazing platform for us to grow as a unit because you might have not have used some equipment, but some other skater out there might have, and he can save you loads of trial and error by just listening to a 10-minute video and checking it out for yourself later if you do decide that it is for you. So having that ability makes skateboarding easier, not just when it comes to building the perfect boards, but when it comes to learning new tricks, because we are supporting each other way better than we do at our local skate parks. So many more skaters here on YouTube than at the local skate park, right? Based on my experience with the skateboard and the longboard trucks, I felt like these wheels would be better on my longboard. So that might be a move that we make in the future. But for now, I'm gonna put them on my skateboard because that's where I originally bought them for. A skateboard. Oh, I forgot there was one screw left. See, the equipment is always right, ladies and gentlemen. Hello guys, we had some issues in the making of this video. My SD card became full and the phone stopped recording. So I'm here to give you guys a quick update as to where we are right now with this board. So we got the Venture trucks on and they're awesome. I really like these trucks. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on them on my next video. And I swapped back to my longboard wheels, which are the Decathlon wheels that came on my longboard. They're 65 millimeters, or at least they were 65 millimeters when they were brand new. They're 80A, and that makes for a really soft cruiser type ride. Anyway, I feel like I've achieved the purpose here with this board. It feels perfect. It's a smaller version of my longboard, as you guys can see. Even the grip tape is set that way, and it just feels like I'm riding my longboard. It's really nice. This pretty much brings us to the very end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed setting up this board here with me. We're still gonna set up two more boards. My longboard, I don't know why I pointed it back because it's not there. And we're gonna set up a Winkowski deck that I ordered recently. And once we finish setting up both decks, everything is gonna be perfect in the skateboarding department in my life. And that will pretty much bring us to the very end of this series. So I want to thank you guys for chilling with me up until the end. I want to wish you a rest of an amazing day. This is your boy, Logan, out. Peace.